It's very easy to just grab a resignation, accept it, and move on, especially if it's from someone who's a little bit of a problem. It's not always that simple. So if you get a resignation from someone, there are two situations in which we really want you to talk to us before you do anything. One is if that resignation comes with reasons that relate to their working relationships or situations. Things like I felt unsupported, I felt like I'm being pushed out. If they're leaving because they're unhappy and they're being vocal about their reasons, we want to know about it. Half the time we'll tell you it's fine, it's not a problem. But we'd rather know than you assuming that just because they've resigned, you're in the clear. You're not. Resignations can lead to constructive dismissal claims. Like, it's still an unfair dismissal. Just because they've resigned doesn't mean they can't claim that. And the other place we want to know about it is if the resignation comes during or immediately following some sort of heated situation. That would be like, for example, you're sitting this employee down, you're talking to them about their performance, you're having the conversation of, I've mentioned this to you before, we've talked about this once or twice, it's still a problem, why does it continue to be a problem? We need to address this. And they go, you know what, I quit. I want to know. Before you say a single word, I want to know. Because those kind of resignations are what we call heat of the moment resignations. Now, that doesn't mean we're always going to tell you not to accept it. We're just going to give you some strategic wording for this a lot of the time. But what you don't want to do is just accept that resignation there and then, because again, that isn't treated always like an actual resignation if it came to a claim. When we're asking you to do or suggesting that you do that grievance process, it's actually for your own protection. That process isn't for the employee, it's for you.
And the other thing with resignations is, like Nadia said, is to tell us straight away, because then we can make sure that if it is okay to accept it, that we can go straight ahead with it before anything happens. And the other thing is, if it is a valid resignation, so they've thought about it, they've given the notice in writing, you can accept it. If they decide then a week later, actually, I'd like to withdraw my resignation, you don't have to accept it. So a resignation is unilateral. The employee can resign. They do not need your approval or acceptance to resign. Okay, so when we send out a resignation acceptance, what it really is we acknowledge that you have resigned. We can't stop you from resigning, so we've taken that. But to be reinstated, it has to be both sides agreeing. It's not a unilateral thing. And legally, the default is that you do not have to accept that reinstatement.
Thanks for watching. If you want a free peace of mind call with us to discuss your policies, handbook, and any burning staff issues in your business, click the link in the description below.